This is just some of the damage left by Hurricane Sandy, which roared across Long Island on Monday. Streets turned into rivers as the Great South Bay overflowed. This is an actual boat rowing down Fire Island Avenue in Babylon. Many homes south of Montauk Highway were devastated by flooding.
Hurricane Sandy crashing on shore, winds now at 90 miles per hour, and this storm is so big, so vast, 60 million Americans will feel its power. Tonight, as you heard Sam say, an estimated 10 million people are at risk of losing power, and we asked ABC.
There were similar scenes of devastation in nearby West Islip, streets flooded on Sequam's Lane, other streets blocked off entirely by downed trees, uprooted or snapped in half, crushing power lines, resulting in widespread power outages. This tree fell across.
Can't believe it's 10 years, actually. The visuals are still in my mind.
Well, it was mayhem. I think the majority of us, were probably unprepared.
Intense. Never had experienced anything like that as a public official, certainly. From that Monday, probably mid-afternoon, when we started seeing the water rise to Montauk Highway, which had never happened before. Then that night, when literally the world exploded, with both people who had not left their homes, calling into Babylon Central Alarm, which is located in the basement here at Town Hall. I was down there at one point and the phones were just ringing off the hook.
When we were done knocking on doors, we came back here to answer the phones because they were just ringing off the hook.
Those 24, 48 hours were a bit confusing, I guess, because of the level of damage that the town had received.
There was a lot of tears, a lot of crying, a lot of people just in shock. I can't say enough about how hard it was to try to console somebody that just lost everything.
We were putting out alerts on our emergency alert system. The Suffolk Police were doing the same thing, Amityville Police. And then, of course, people didn't leave. So some left the home the way that was, which is what triggered a lot of the fires because of the water coming up and just old wiring, things like that.
Specifically for firefighters with all that gear on, I know Babylon Fire Department, Lindenhurst Fire Department, Amityville, they usually walk up to house fires or walk up to emergencies. And it was very unusual because for this case, you had firefighters swimming up to people's front porches, up to their door.
Homeowners who were, ravaged, and as equally, a lot of people don't realize, small businesses as well. And businesses were destroyed all along the coast, from marinas to restaurants, retail shops, you name it. Business owners didn't know where to turn, and they were equally, many who lost homes now also lost their businesses, so it was pretty devastating.
I remember I lost my electricity, but it was really heartwarming in a sense to see the community come together the way it did.
It was just all hands on deck. The day after Hurricane Sandy, he had the staff, all of us out knocking on doors, finding people, providing them with what they needed. We delivered water bottles, food, sandwiches, blankets. The Red Cross was here. A lot of the community organizations just pitched right in and helped us out. But it was very, very surreal. We were blessed at that time that Rich Schaefer was our supervisor because he just took charge and got everything taken care of that people needed. And
even not just our local community, there was outreach from communities from across the country that they wanted to show their support, and myself and some others helped organize a donation drive from Louisiana that was just really special and helpful to the people in the local community.
The State National Guard and the 106th Airborne, which is out of West Hampton, Gabreski Airport. To see those uniformed people, it kind of gave you like, okay, we're not alone.
So I was the head of the Suffolk County IDA, and one of the things that we did right away was implement a sales tax relief program. And by us doing that, that allowed businesses to help rebuild quicker and put some more money back in their pocket because they really needed to get back up and running.
Again, one of the unsung heroes of the days after the storm. They somehow were able to raise a lot of money, and I believe they gave out over $250,000 in gift cards to families that lost everything.
Especially the garbage pickup, it was crazy. There was just garbage everywhere. We had trucks out 24 hours a day just picking up debris so people could get up and down their streets.
From a first responder's point of view, I cannot believe the job that was done so professionally, and also the selflessness of our first responders.
Thank yous to the volunteer fire and rescue personnel in the town of Babylon and the surrounding areas that came in.
Thank you to all the volunteers, the servicemen and women, the local community members that came together. It really showed that we are, although we live separate lives, but when it comes to the circumstances called for it, we can come together as one family.
Just the neighbors helping neighbors, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for helping us serve our community better.
Because we know we're all one family here in the town of Babylon, and we know that it's important to say thank you and important to make sure that you're available to help when someone else is in need, because you may be that person in need at some time.